Hello students, teachers, parents, history nerds. Hello everybody, and welcome to Nutshelled History, where we lay out the facts, the good, the bad, and the ugly. We continue with our Modern World History series by looking at the West after World War I. Don't forget that there's a link for a fill-in-the-blank worksheet in the description. Feel free to use it. I just ask that you like and subscribe. I apologize for any mispronunciations ahead of time. I do my best. All right, let's do this. In reaction to World War I, society and culture in the United States and elsewhere underwent rapid changes. During the 1920s, new technologies helped create a mass culture and connect people around the world. One symbol of this new age was jazz, with its original sound and improvisations, and it gave the age its name, the Jazz Age. In this new era of emancipation, women pursued careers. Not everyone approved of the freer lifestyle of the Jazz Age, however. For example, prohibition was meant to keep people from the negative effects of drinking. Instead, it brought about organized crime and speakeasies. New literature reflected a powerful disgust with war. To some post-war writers, the war symbolized the moral breakdown of Western civilization. Other writers experimented with stream of consciousness. In the cultural movement called the Harlem Renaissance, African-American artists and writers expressed pride in their culture and explored their experiences in their work. New scientific discoveries challenged long-held ideas. Marie Curie and others found that atoms of certain elements spontaneously release charged particles. Albert Einstein argued that measurements of space and time are not absolute. Many Western artists, such as Dada artists, rejected traditional styles that tried to reproduce the real world. After World War I, Britain, France, and the United States appeared powerful. However, post-war Europe faced grave problems. The most pressing issues were finding jobs for veterans and rebuilding war-ravaged lands. The three democracies also faced international issues. Concern about a strong Germany led France to build the Maginot Line and insist on strict enforcement of the Versailles Treaty. Many nations signed the Kellogg-Briand Pact, promising to renounce war as an instrument of national policy. The great powers also pursued disarmament. Unfortunately, neither the Kellogg-Briand Pact nor the League of Nations had the power to stop aggression. Ambitious dictators in Europe noted this weakness. The war affected economies all over the world. Both Britain and France owed huge war debts to the United States and relied on reparation payments from Germany to pay their loans. Britain was deeply in debt, with high unemployment and low wages. In 1926, a general strike lasted 9 days and involved 3 million workers. On the other hand, the French economy recovered fairly quickly, and the United States emerged as the world's top economic power. In the affluent 1920s, middle-class Americans enjoyed the benefits of capitalism, buying cars, radios, and refrigerators. Better technologies allowed U.S. factories to make more products faster, leading to overproduction. Factories then cut back, and many workers lost jobs. A crisis in finance led the Federal Reserve to raise interest rates. This made people even more nervous about the economy. In the autumn of 1929, financial panic set in. Stock prices crashed. The United States economy entered the Great Depression, which soon spread around the world. Governments searched for solutions. In the United States, President Franklin D. Roosevelt introduced the programs of the New Deal. Although the New Deal failed to end the Depression, it did ease much suffering. However, as the Depression wore on, it created fertile ground for extremists. And this seems like fertile ground for some recap. After World War I, society hit fast forward. The 1920s brought jazz, women's careers, and prohibition, which ironically led to a surge in organized crime and speakeasies. Writers questioned Western morals while the Harlem Renaissance blossomed, and scientists like Curie and Einstein shattered old truths. Britain, France, and the US looked powerful, but Europe faced unemployment, debts, and a fresh worry about Germany, building the Maginot Line for safety. Meanwhile, everyone promised peace, Kellogg-Briand Pact, but didn't have the muscle to enforce it, giving dictators a green light. Economically, the US boomed, then busted in 1929, dragging the world into the Great Depression. Roosevelt's New Deal offered some relief, but it was also fertile ground for extreme ideas, proof that the 1920s and 30s were no smooth ride. There you have it, folks. That's the West after World War I nutshelled. Thanks for stopping by, Nutshelled History. I think that there is some fertile grounds for you to go nuts on those like and subscribe buttons for me. See y'all next time on Nutshelled History.